you decide to use gamification to engage people, you need to make some thoughtful decisions about the elements you will design into the gamified application. Now, the same would be true if you were engaging people through pure entertainment. This story pyramid shows the hierarchy of elements at your disposal. You would start with genre. For example, if you wanted to engage people through entertainment, would you create poetry, stand-up comedy? You decide to write a novel, more specifically, a science fiction novel. Story. What's the plot of your novel? Who are the characters? What's the relationship between the characters? You need some verbs in your story, things that engage the characters and move things along. For example, run and eat. And you need some nouns, objects and events such as zombies and brains and chase scenes. So there you have it, a sci-fi novel with people being chased by zombies who want to eat their brains. Elements like these make up the palette that game designers choose from in the art of creating games. The key takeaway for leaders considering gamification as a strategy for engaging people is to start the planning process at the top of the pyramid and work your way down. In gamification, you start with genre. That's about the experience and aesthetics of the gamified application. For example, is this a 3D immersive game? Is it a two-dimensional map-based game? Does it feel more like Facebook or something else entirely, maybe even without technology? Story. In gamification, that's about the narrative and constraints and progression and more. Verbs are defined by Wharton professor Kevin Werbach as processes that drive action forward. These include challenges, chance, competition, cooperation, feedback, and many other options. And finally, you need some nouns. These are specific elements such as avatars, badges, levels, a social graph, and many other options. The bottom of the pyramid is concrete, so it's a tempting place to start. The top of the pyramid is abstract and harder to think about, but it's just a strategic necessity. For example, narrative ties all the other components into a cohesive whole that aligns with an overall purpose. Without it, people won't care about getting a badge or seeing who's on a social graph. And progression gives people a sense of getting somewhere or improving. If people don't have an opportunity for progress, they will soon disengage, as most of us do after playing 1 or 2 rounds of tic-tac-toe with a friend. So don't be too quick to start plugging nouns into your engagement effort. Start by thinking about genre and story that will engage people to achieve the business outcomes you want. Then devise some verbs and finally create some nouns. I'm Jesse Leahy with EngagingLeader.com.